Now, it is known that malicious cyber attacks are always disruptive and damaging, but for financial sector businesses, it's even more devastating. Now, not only do they affect the target business and computers, they can also affect other unrelated businesses that are linked financially to the target. This is why it is especially important to implement ways to defend the financial sector from various attacks. One common attack is a DDoS attack, or a distributed denial of service attack. These aim to disrupt services and/or the devices that provide these services, such as file servers or Wi-Fi access points. Now, one way to mitigate a DDoS attack is to have a secure network infrastructure in place. Now, this would mean implementing multiple security measures, not just one. These measures can include things like intrusion detection systems, intrusion prevention systems, firewalls, and then also doing techniques such as closing unused ports and filtering others whenever it's possible. Now, also anti-spam filters in place can also help mitigate DDoS attacks because they may prevent spam packets from going through. But also, load balancing servers can also help, so in case one server fails, they can have another one take on the load. In addition to all of this, properly configuring your firewalls and other services in the first place can also help mitigate DDoS attacks by allowing as little outside traffic as possible. Now, another attack is malware. So, really, they can come in through multiple ways. So, the ways to mitigate them is, again, to install firewalls and other various network defenses, but also have defenses on the host computers as well, such as anti-malware software and etc. Now, these various filters and anti-malware softwares and such can catch the majority of malware before it becomes a problem at all. Sometimes it can slip through with various ways. Now, if this happens, it's then up to the user to prevent the malware from becoming a further issue. This will mean that the user has to be trained to not open suspicious files, be very careful downloading files from the internet, and if they think a file is malicious, let their IT department know so they can handle it and properly remove it. Now, sometimes you don't even need the internet. This is where social engineering comes into play. And really, the only defense against this is a trained user. So you can have the perfect network defenses, but if one criminal convinces one employee to accidentally give up something important, such as, say, their login information, then it's game over, essentially. They can log in with that user's credentials and just install whatever they want, whether it's to take down a server, install keyloggers, etc. Now, sometimes they may not talk directly to the employees. They'll just leave a USB drive laying out in the open and let a careless employee pick it up, plug it into their computer, and then let it install malware without their knowledge. This is why you have to train your users to be on the lookout for various social engineering techniques. And if they notice it, let the proper people know, whether it be the authorities like police or their IT department. Now also, in addition to this, it could be the social engineering criminal themselves trying to break in, such as through tailgating or piggybacking, which is when, if they have authenticated access through a door, the criminal just holds the door open without the user's knowledge and slips in. So, again, the only way to mitigate social engineering attacks is through users, and other types of attacks through various defenses, and then again, users as well, because everything comes down to human aspect at some point, including when you configure things properly, or you have to watch for certain types of attacks occurring.